Hi, everybody. I'm Karen Holton. You may recognize me from shows like the Quantum Guide Show, Convergence with Karen Holton, and not too long ago, I was co-hosting Forbidden Transformation with Chris Matthew of Forbidden Knowledge News. So what some of you don't necessarily know, because it doesn't come out much in my hosting or in my participation with most other shows, is that I have a very close connection with my spiritual guides and and I have different kinds of spiritual guides. I can tell by the tone and the overall body sensation I'm experiencing at the time as to roughly which guides I am communicating with or that are communicating with me. And this is a great privilege. Now, I've done nothing special to make this happen. I am not any kind of an exemplary person. I'm an ordinary human being, but I have reached out in times of need and been very, very pleased with the results that I have had. For those of you who want to learn more about my extraterrestrial adventures and exopolitical work, there are quite a few videos on my YouTube channel and on my Odyssey channel about that. If you had a choice, I would recommend my Odyssey channel because it's uncensored and I have more freedom of speech there. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at today is I got a very urgent message from my guides, and I'm kind of scared even to make this video because I feel like I'm really making myself vulnerable by doing so. But my guides have never led me astray, and I know this information is really important, and so I'm bringing it to you today. So what happened is, this is just a few days ago, I had a very vivid dream. And I saw all kinds of little circle things that were clumped together that I thought were electrical components. And it was all very intricate and interconnected. And I didn't really understand what I was seeing. And my guides said to me, Karen, you have to get this information out to people because we're very close to having our thoughts controlled, your thoughts controlled, the people of Earth, our thoughts to be controlled. And I went, wow, that's really weird. I woke up with the urgency of it and I went, wow. I went, is this real? Do you really want me to share this information? And it was absolutely clear. My guide said, yes, you must share this information. You must get it out there. And I went, well, I don't understand what I dreamt and I don't really know what it means. I could use some clarity and also some courage and some faith to motivate myself to get this information out to all of you. So put that aside for a moment. And now I'm going to talk about something that I am not going to talk about. And the reason is because I don't want it to get censored or deleted off of social media platforms. So please bear with and use your own intuition so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, well, there has been a so-called illness that's happened all over the world. And the response to that is our government leaders and health officials have very quickly rushed out a medical device in response to that so-called illness. And that's all I'm going to call it at this point. Now, I've been greatly concerned about, all the people that I know and family and people I love who have given in to getting 2 doses of this medical device treatment, I'll call it. And I've been very concerned about people and not really knowing what to do. I mean, it's kind of a strange position to be in, where here I am able to communicate with intergalactic beings of completely different realms, in the spiritual realms and the higher frequencies. And yet here I felt kind of powerless on what could I do. As many of you know, I was a judge on the Natural and Common Law Tribunal for Public health, and justice. And I did that for almost a year, and we exhausted all our possibilities as a common law and natural tribunal. And then it was time for me to move on to other things. I knew I needed to clear space to start making videos and podcasts of information that I knew would be really helpful to the folks out there. So that being said, so here I had this dream, and what happened was every time I went back to sleep that same night, my guides woke me up and said, Karen, do you remember what you're going to be, the message we want you to carry out to the world? And I go, yeah, I was half asleep. Yeah, something to do with thought control. They said, remember the words thought editing software. If you can remember those 3 words, the rest of it will come to you when you need to know it. I went, okay, I'll go back to sleep. I got woke up again. Karen, do you remember what you're going to talk about? I said, yes, thought editing software, right? Yep, that's right. Okay, good. I would go back to sleep. This happened about 6 or 7 times all on the same night. So I knew it was really important. So for the next couple of days, I'm going, oh my goodness, I have no idea how to present this. I have no idea what to say. I don't know what to do. Then somebody sent me some links. And the primary link that I want you to look at, and the links will be in the description below this video, is the one by Spiro, S-P-I-R-O. He's available on Instagram and also on Telegram. And I, by the way, I'm also on Telegram. So I'm sort of moving away from Facebook, more onto Telegram, and I'm moving more away from YouTube onto Odyssey, because I'm tired of having my videos deleted and for being scolded like a naughty child for not obeying their community guidelines, which are very elusive. And what I have to say is important. I want it to get out to people. So because I have almost 1,000 followers on YouTube, I want this to also be able to stay up on YouTube as well as Odyssey. So anyway, then I watched this video by Spiro, and I went, oh my God, this is exactly the same information that I saw in my dream. And it kind of shook me up because of the incredible synchronicities I experience in my life. It's always a surprise to me, because we're always told these things aren't true, they're your imagination, you might be hallucinating, whatever, right? But they're very real. Anyway, I'll tell you just the gist. His video showed live blood cell analysis from people before and after this medical procedure. And then he linked it in to information. Spiro only uses fact-based information from original website information. So I don't remember whether it was the Rockefeller or the Rothschild website, but he clearly shows it in his video, and I recommend that you watch it and you share it. And so that's where the information is coming, as we would say, right from the horse's mouth. Well, on it, it explains how the components of this medical device can and will be used to control the thoughts and the minds of human beings. Now, I know that sounds really out there, I mean, it kind of reminds me of all the zombie apocalypse movies that are out there, and all kinds of things like that, sci-fi at its extreme. But lo and behold, this is true. I've actually put 2 links in the description box where you can go and find out the patents and the science behind this kind of mind control. So I wanted to bring that out to you, but also I think there's another purpose for me wanting why my guides want me to get this out to you, and that is because many people have been coerced, fooled, or tricked into getting this medical device in their own bodies. Well, it's undoable. Once it's there, what do you do about it? I don't know. I have some suggestions on detoxification if you check out my other podcasts, but I cannot say they're any kind of a cure or that they would even bring relief to everyone. I don't know that. There's so much we just don't know. And so And so, but clearly down the road, this is thought editing software and components of hardware. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, all the people that have already gotten it, they may not even know this. So I'm sending out this message for a couple of reasons. One reason is if you know someone who's had the medical procedure and you start to notice they're not functioning mentally the way they used to, they're not functioning emotionally the way they used to, they're not functioning spiritually or even intellectually the way they used to, that they're very, very different. I want to tell you that it's probably not their fault. It's probably a result of the thought editing software that's being affected within their minds, their bodies, their brains, whatever. And so the other thing is if you've already had these procedures, be prepared. If you start to notice you cannot control your emotions, if you start to notice you're doing things you would never normally do, pay attention that it might be the medical device causing this. Now, I'll be producing more videos as time goes by and as the information becomes clear to me or clearer to me. But in the meantime, please do check out the links below. Please subscribe to my Odyssey channel. Follow me on Odyssey where you're going to get my unedited podcasts. And I'll do my best to keep you up to date. In the meantime, I want you to know that you are very much loved. You are loved not just by people and beings on this planet. You are loved by so many beings, more than you could even believe possible, in the spiritual realms, in the ET realms, in other realms that we're taught are not real, but indeed they actually do exist. So please know that you're loved. Please know that this whole situation is being monitored. There are forces on heaven and earth being moved to help you right now. But I want you to have this really vital information. So please do share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with anybody you can, because this is very real information that I've been given by my guides and trusted to get it out to you. I don't even know if I'm saying the right thing, what they want me to say. Sometimes it's not all really clear all of a sudden. Sometimes it becomes more relevant as it unfolds in my own lifetime, and then I can give you more information, which I certainly will do. So in the meantime, check out my podcast, share this information with other people, take really good care of yourself, your mental health, your physical health, follow the detoxification protocols. Do everything you can to be as well and as fit as you can so that we can go through this together and discover the amazing possibilities that I'm convinced are waiting for us just on the other side of this. So much love and light to all of you. Take care, be well, and I'll talk to you again soon, my friends.